So I thought we would take a look at 4-7 and kind of see one way that might be a good way to do this problem. We have been given net income of 25,000 and I just use K for thousand. Common equity we have been given is 250,000. And so ROE, return on equity, is very straightforward, isn't it? We have net income over common equity is return on equity. So we can calculate that one easily enough. For return on invested capital, we're going to need to find EBIT. We need EBIT and we need total invested capital. And so let's first take a look at how to get to EBIT. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up till we get to EBIT, because we have net income that was given of 25,000, and we're also given that taxes is 40%. And so we can take 25,000 divided by 40%. I'm sorry, let's see, 25,000 I should say divided by 60%. Yeah, 25,000 divided by 60%, because our net income is 60% of our earnings before taxes. And that gives us our EBT, earnings before taxes. And you should always double check, take 41,667 and multiply it by 40%, make sure you know that you calculated the right taxes or whatever. I sometimes get confused as if I multiply or divide or whatever, so I always check my number. But now since we have EBIT, or earnings before taxes, we can deduce what EBIT is because they have given us interest. And interest is 5,000. And so that was given, and so we've now come to the place where we know what EBIT is, 46,667, because EBIT minus interest equals EBT. So you see how we just worked our way up to get to EBIT. So that gives us that portion of it, and we can then go and for step 2, what you might want to do is calculate total invested capital. And so total invested capital is any type of liability that has interest attached. And so you don't want to, you add in accounts payables or accruals or anything like that, but we do want notes payable, whether they're short-term or long-term. We want our long-term debt, and then of course we want our common equity. So our total invested capital, we have 25,000 in notes payable, 75,000 in long-term debt, and common equity of 250. And so that gives us our total invested capital of 350,000. That's our total invested capital. And now we can calculate ROIC, the return on invested capital. As you know, the return on invested capital formula is your EBIT after taxes over total invested capital. And so you'll be able then to easily enough calculate your ROIC. So I hope that helps you get through that problem.